I think it's a pretty fair statement that we all want to live in passive income land, and right now in this day and age, passive income land is very much so right there at the tips of your fingers, ready for you to create as much passive income as possible. Now, what's exciting about this video and all the products that I'm going to talk about today is that the barrier to entry is so low, it's almost non-existent. Almost all of these you can get started and do for free. And as an example of some of my own results, I've made money with a lot of these different forms of digital products. A mini e-course that I sold that was only a $40 price point made $6,000 in just 6 days. And another hybrid digital product that I've sold has yielded me almost $5,000 in one single day. So if that sounds good to you, type in cash injection in the comments and let's get started right now. All right, so up first on the menu, we are talking about templates. Now, the cool thing about templates is that you have a lot of creative space. Lots of creativity can go into these templates. So let's say that you have a workflow process that you know a lot of people want to know. So maybe that is a legal process. Maybe you are into real estate and you know a lot about developing different types of rental contracts. With some of my own personal examples, I know the ins and outs of a YouTube workflow and video editing and production process. I know how to script, and I've actually made templates around these two things in the past. So anything that could be put into a template, really, a workflow process that can be outlined and put into a template that somebody can grab and fill in, or really just grab and plug and play, or whatever you want to call it, and save somebody the hours and hours of having to figure out this process on their own. You can definitely sell that and monetize it for sure. And so think of a template as a tool. Using a free platform like Canva, you can create this template using something like Google Slides, any like really PowerPoint, any type of presentation type platform that you have access to, even something as simple as Google Word, or I'm sorry, not Google Word, Google Docs and Word. So if you have access to that, you can definitely create a template. Something easy like fill in the blank. You can create little spaces on a worksheet where people can fill out. I remember downloading a rental contract for California online, and it was really easy. All I had to do was go through the template, add in landlord name, add in a tenant name, address, a couple of other things, and boom, it was already done. So it was really cool to be able to pay like $30 for this template, as opposed to trying to hire a company or a lawyer to write this template, and it would have cost way more. And so that's the beauty of a template. Now, the beauty of digital products in general, as opposed to, let's say, physical products, is, for me, digital products win and beat physical products every single time, because there's no fulfillment. You don't have to deliver anything. There's no shipping fees that you have to worry about. There's no cost of good. Really, your upfront investment is time in creating the product. You create it once, and you can sell it an infinite amount of times. And in my opinion, the customer satisfaction goes way up, because with these digital products, they can be delivered right away, almost instantly, to somebody's inbox and delivered via email. So it's kind of a win-win for both the digital product producer and the customer and client who's going to receive the product on the other end. All right, so next up on the list, we have printable wall art, or digital art. This is a really cool one, because if you're an artist, or if you have a really creative side, or maybe you have a collection of really cool photos, or maybe you're a painter, whatever it is, you can digitize it and create a form of this piece of artwork that is digital, so that people can buy it and use it for their home, wall decor. You know, maybe it's for an office or a living room space, whatever it is. If you can digitize your art and make it available for people, you can sell it over and over and over. That's super cool. So a really popular website for this one, where you can find printable wall art and find really cool examples of what's already selling and what's already really popular, is Etsy. You can also check out Redbubble. They have a lot of examples of wall art. And I also found this other website called Dormify, where the idea is you can spice up a dorm room with different furniture and with different types of things that you need inside the dorm, but one of them is the art. And so they have different options for the wall art within Dormify, and it's really cool because it's like a combination of both photos mixed with different drawings, and they combine them together, and it looks really cool, really abstract, really modern type of art style. But there's so many options to you if you want to start selling your art and start making passive income from it. All right, so the next digital product that we are talking about, probably my favorite on the whole entire list, that is tutorial videos. So tutorial videos, you can do so much, and it's really easy to create a video. It's free with whatever smartphone you can use. So if you have a process that you want to show. Maybe you actually want to create a screen share on your computer. You can do that with a free software called loom.com. But whether you want to do a talking head video tutorial like I'm doing right now with this YouTube video, or a screen share, or maybe it is like a vlog style type demonstration outside, you can really knock it out of the park and make a lot of money with tutorial videos, because you can package them into some type of course, whether it's a mini e-course or a mini product that you want to sell, or whether it's a in-depth high-level course that you want to sell that offers a much bigger transformation for the person that's taking it, right? So for example, I don't know if you've ever heard of Sam Kolder. I like using him as an example. He's regarded as one of the best video editors in the world. He's just his style, he's really made a name for himself and a style for himself from the way that he edits videos. It's extremely unique. He's created animated videos where a 3-minute video or 3.5-minute video took him like 10 months to make. It's kind of crazy, kind of incredible. But he has a course called Kolder Creative, and it's just a bunch of tutorial videos explaining his step-by-step process on how he creates his unique video editing style. And he explains the different video editors that he uses, like After Effects, Premiere Pro, and he also breaks down his business tips. He breaks down how to use a drone, so many different things. He talks about how to do his famous transitions that he always does. So that's an example of a tutorial video and also a course that he can monetize over and over, because he spent, I think, a year creating this course, right? He just took like all the knowledge he knew about filmmaking. Like he talks about how in 2014 he got rejected to film school, and so he took an entire year to create this course, and now he can sell it over and over and over. Of course, he's probably going to make upgrades and updates to the course as there's different updates to the software he uses and things like that. But the idea is the hard work is done. It took him a year, but now he can make sales on this course passively. And this is one of my most favorite ways to create passive income, is with e-courses and online education. All right, so the next product we're talking about is a digital journal, and you can easily sell this on Etsy. So a digital journal is just that. So you can create a different bundle for the journal, so different types of journal pages. You can also create things like bundles of whatever you want. So a really popular thing lately is selling affirmation cards. So this is kind of like digital journal / affirmation cards. As a matter of fact, let me show you. These are pregnancy affirmation cards. So I was recently pregnant, okay, and I have a beautiful baby boy now. But these pregnancy cards are pregnancy affirmation cards. So basically, this was created for women going through the pregnancy process, saying, my body has everything it needs to birth my baby. So women that need the motivation, which I really did, these pregnancy cards helped out so much. And so you could basically print or make affirmation cards for whatever niche, whether it's meditation, yoga, fitness, building wealth, manifesting money. You can create affirmation cards and sell them online. You can create different bundles and packs. So like this, this is a whole pack of affirmation pregnancy cards that was gifted to me, and I love them. I use them all the time. And so that's another idea of a really, really profitable type of digital product that is selling like hotcakes right now. All right, so the next digital product we're talking about right now is a workbook. Now, a workbook is so much fun to create. I actually have a few workbooks that are incorporated into my training program called Subscribers to Sales. I don't sell them separately, but I could sell them separately if I wanted to. For example, one of them is called my Channel Pillar Investigation Document. So it's an entire document, and also there is a workbook to go with that document. So in a way, it's kind of like a course, but there's no video tutorials attached to it. But you can think back in the university or even in high school or some type of, education, or whenever you were taking classes, that you often had different workbooks to go with things. So workbooks are similar to templates, but instead they are more like they teach a little bit more, as opposed to just like filling out and fill in the blank. So you actually learn from a workbook, and it helps you map out and identify a certain process, as opposed to just solving a quick problem really quickly. So for example, in my Channel Pillar Investigation document, I educate and I also help people identify the channel pillars for their YouTube channel, because as I teach with finding your rich niche, yeah, your niche and your channel pillars kind of go hand in hand. So in my workbook, I teach how to identify it really quickly, but it's not like I can just give someone a template and they could fill it out. No, I have to actually educate. I have to give examples. I have to explain why, so that people have the tools and resources to understand, like, oh, okay, that makes sense why Marissa explains it this way and why you need to have the foundation of this in place first and blah, 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 blah. Anyways, that's the whole idea behind a workbook, is it can really be a useful and educational resource for somebody if done correctly. And so I would say a workbook you can sell anywhere from $7 online to $100 online, depending on the depth, the length, and the educative resources involved in that workbook. All right, so the next digital product we're talking about is an e-course, or what I like to call a mini course. This is what I consider a low ticket product. I actually have a mini course like this. It's called Monetization Builder, and the whole purpose of this course is that it's short. It's no more than an hour long. Somebody can consume the information very, very quickly, and they can also solve a problem very quickly. But I must highlight one problem that's intentional, right? Because with a big, robust training program and a more in-depth online course, it offers a transformation, like a complete A to Z transformation from somebody. But a short e-learning course or a mini product or a pocket program, whatever you want to call it. Some people even call it a tiny offer. For example, mine is priced at a $47 price point in the Monetization Builder. This is just helping somebody get from A to C, not all the way from A to Z. Those are my higher ticket programs, right? However, don't let the lower ticket price point intimidate you from making a lot of money, because this could be a very quick cash injection for your online business. When I first launched Monetization Builder, I actually made $6,000 within 6 days, and I actually had a discount on this product. I had a 15% discount, so it was $40 when I sold it, when I launched the product. So this $40 product, it made over 150 sales or something crazy like that. So don't let the smaller price point intimidate you from making a good amount of money online. And so now this pocket program I offer in an evergreen way, which means it's available for people to buy, and it is a passive income stream for my business. Okay, so the next product that we're talking about here is a digital planner. So my good friend Peter Chan created this brand of planner right here, and you might be thinking, okay, but this is a physical book, you're talking about digital. Well, yeah, of course, but the idea is this started out as a digital concept and digital product and was designed online, and you can do the same thing so that people could either use this digital planner digitally, or they can print it out and create their own physical planner if they wanted to. So Peter, my friend, basically designed every single page of this book, and you can see that a lot of these pages are the exact same thing. So 100 pages will be the exact same thing. It'll be like quote of the day, end of the day report. He has most important task of the day, daily goals, stuff like that. So a lot of these are the same pages. So you could go again to a free platform like canva.com, and Canva has a paid plan, which is very, very affordable. I can't remember the cost right now, but if you buy the yearly subscription, the cost goes way down. But if you go to the pro options, there's so many awesome options that you can create of planners. So if you are in a specific niche, so let's say you're in swimming, right? You want to offer a planner for the swimming niche, or maybe it's YouTube or Instagram or content creation or business marketing, or maybe it's a planner for a chef. Whatever you do, the more niche down you are with a planner guide, I believe that the easier it will sell. Because if you just have a general planner, that's cool, that would sell too. But if you are niche down, people that are passionate about what they do, for example, the fitness niche, if somebody is super passionate about counting their macros and staying on top of their nutrition and planning their meals, meal prepping, you can create a planner all around that. So it makes it easier for people to track that. They can track it digitally, or they can, print it out if they wish after they buy the digital download from you, and they could use it as a physical product like this book right here. I thought this page was cool. So you can get creative as you want with it. Put just notes and ideas and stuff like that. And this is a really great product to sell over and over and over again. All right, so the next digital product that we're talking about where you can make a lot of money, we're talking 6 figures per month if it got like super on and poppin', right? And that is low content books with Amazon KDP. And I can't create a video on digital products without mentioning low content books on Amazon KDP because it's absolutely free to do. And these books, it's a similar concept to the digital planner, but even easier than that, because a low content book is basically a book where there's no writing. Like, you don't have to be an author and write any words in this book. So the brain power needed for this book to create is virtually nothing, right? So you can have a notebook and it could literally be lines, like line sheets of paper in a notebook, and you can have 200 pages of this notebook and sell it and rank on Amazon, and it can, make sales over and over and over. And so there's some of the best sellers of these low content books, whether it's a notebook, whether it's a children's coloring book, and they even have planners like this. And also journals are very popular. It's a very popular form of low content book on Amazon KDP. And I actually have an entire tutorial step by step on how to do this. I'll leave the link to that YouTube video in the description. I'll leave it up here as well if you want to check that out. But I talk about the planning process, how to do keyword research with a tool called BookVault. I'll also leave the link to BookVault in the description below. But the cool part about this is that there's no limit to the amount of low content books that you can upload on Amazon and start selling. And when you create your Amazon KDP account, that's also free. And so basically, the more books you upload on Amazon, the greater chance you have of one book ranking, doing really well, and making you lots of money and bringing in passive income. So it's kind of like anything else in business and in life, like 20% of what you do is really going to carry the weight and make the most impact on your sales, your revenue, and something like that. So what I mean by that is, let's say you upload 20 books to Amazon, low content books, maybe 2 of them are really going to get traction and make you lots of sales. So I break this down in an entirely different video. You can check that out. I'll leave the link to BookVault and also that tutorial in the description below. All right, next up on the list, we are talking about quizzes. Now, quizzes, maybe you won't want to charge for a quiz. You definitely could charge for a quiz, but something that you do after a quiz could be definitely monetizable big time. So if you know what a lead magnet is, it's a highly valuable piece of content that you give away for free as a freebie to get people on your email list. So quizzes are an amazing way to build up an email list. And an email list can make major cash, right? An email list is the equivalent of having your very own traffic source with just sending the click or hitting the click of a button to send a broadcast to your email list. You can monetize anything you want and sell to your list. So I love quizzes to capture leads, right? And the strategy is you monetize with that list after you capture them. So a quiz, you can quiz people on whatever you want. I've seen so many awesome quizzes out there. And again, if you want to charge for quiz results, that's the whole idea here, is you offer a quiz, right? Maybe it's a 10-part quiz, and then you ask people to either subscribe to get the quiz results, or maybe you can charge people a couple bucks to get the results. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. But a quiz could be in so many different formats. So let's say, for example, you are an interior designer and you have a company where you offer virtual interior design and you can do 3D mockups for people. So let's say you want to question people about what type of space they're trying to do. So you can have a quiz lead into like, what type of room are you doing? Living space, bedroom, office, whatever. And then you can say like, what type of furniture do you want? Conventional, mobile, multifunctional. And you can narrow down what they want and the different options they have based on the quiz results that they submit to you. Okay, so you can either capture them as a lead and follow up with them and make the sale later and offer them the service, or you can charge them a fee to get the results, and maybe with the fee they get a 20-minute consult with you. Whatever it is, you can really do some cool things with quizzes. Quizzes are super high converting when it comes to building trust, building authority, capturing and building an email marketing list. The list goes on and on. So definitely consider quizzes in that scenario. The next type of digital product we're talking about is an ebook. So this is very, very similar to a workbook This is very similar to, or this is a PDF actually. So with an ebook, it's the same concept of what I talked about previously with the quiz. So if you want to make the ebook available for free. So this is actually what I do in my strategy with my business. I have an ebook available. It's actually the Subscribers to Sales blueprint that I mentioned previously in this video. That's an ebook that I offer for free, but you could definitely charge if you want to. The ebooks that I see people charging for, they're definitely an in-depth document. So you're talking about at least 50 pages of an ebook, right? If your ebook in PDF is a quick, smaller document, like 15 pages or less, and it has a lot of images, a lot of summary style information, it's not really like a paragraph by paragraph type of document. It's more like higher level overview of something. That is more of a freebie that you give away to build an email list to then monetize and sell whatever you want. But if the ebook is more in depth, like there's a lot more academic stuff, there's a lot more paragraphs, there's a lot more information that people have to read and consume in order to get through the whole ebook, that is a document, in my opinion, that you definitely charge for. You can charge anywhere from $7.99 to $25. I have a friend who has an ebook and he charges $25 for it, and it is in depth, all about nutrition, meal prepping, macros, strength training. There's a lot of information in that document. I know it took him like 6 months to create, and a lot of things that he studied and had to compile into an ebook. So that's valuable and worth a lot. And so I would say that $25 is definitely valid to sell that ebook in particular. But really, an ebook is a barrier to entry into another higher ticket product that you're selling above that. So whether that's a consult with you, whether that is a more expensive course or program or membership or something like that. But an ebook is a great way to start monetizing right away. Okay, so the next product on the list is an app. Very, very simple. Not simple to create, but the concept is very simple. We all have apps on our mobile phones. There's so many different app makers now where you can create an app. So maybe you have you're an online fitness trainer and you have your regimen of workouts on an app. You can create your own app nowadays. You don't need to pay 15 grand anymore to have a programmer create an application so you can have your own customized app. There's so many different app makers out there. The cheaper ones, you'll be limited to the features that you can offer to the users of your app. And the more money you're willing to invest in your app development, the more cool features and things you're able to offer to your future users. And so the next digital product that leads me to where you can really make a lot of money, and that is app icons or application icons. So what that means is if you look on your iPhone and you see all these icons, they're custom to Apple, right? So what you can do is go to an app icon maker. There's different ones if you Google app icon maker, and you can go and look at the different options, and you can see that you can create your own custom style icons. So maybe you want to have icons that are a minimalist look. You can create different app icons that people can download and upload onto their phones, and they can have their own style. So maybe you want to have like a foresty feel. Maybe you want to do minimalist. Maybe you want it to be anime style, a different cultural style. Whatever it is, you can create your own style of different apps and you can sell them to people who are looking to have custom icons on their phone. And I would not underestimate the revenue potential with this type of digital product. I know of an app icon creator who was able to make like $25,000 within the first 3 months of launching his app icons. I'm like, wow, that's insane for just a one-time product that you have to create that requires no fulfillment whatsoever. You just virtually deliver the download and people can start using it right away. I thought that was pretty awesome. The next digital product that you can offer and make a lot of money is a video template. So specifically with all the video makers out there, video editors, I should say, like iMovie, well, really not iMovie, but Final Cut Pro, Premiere Pro, After Effects, all of these video editors, you can create different transitions, different animations, different things that if you create it once, other video creators can use as long as they buy it from you. So for example, if you check out Envato Elements, is it .com? Envato Elements, the website, there's a whole section on video templates and they're really cool. So if you want to do like urban video templates or business or abstract and create a different type of style or whatever it is that you want to offer to video editors, that would be really cool, because again, you're starting to see the theme here. You create this product one time and then you can sell it over and over and over to people who want to buy this animation or this asset from you. The next digital type of product you can create are sounds, right? So beats, lo-fi music, something that you can create that is copyright free, a music sound. A very popular type of music style that people are using right now is lo-fi music or lo-fi beats. There's so many different new fresh sounds that are wanted for video creation, for vlogging, just for putting music in the background. It's a demand that's going to be needed forever. All people are always going to need new music and new sounds, especially copyright free. So why not give it a try? If you're really good at creating beats and already create music, why not get paid for your royalties? So you can go to a website like artlist.io and sell your music on there. So you upload your different tracks, and then whenever somebody purchases that song, you get paid a royalty commission on it for life. So for example, there's a YouTuber, I forget his name, but he talked about how many, I think he had like 10 songs or something like that on artlist.io, and they got really, really popular. And over a year, he made $52,000 from his songs on artlist.io. Now that's a lot of money for the royalties that he's making continuously on artlist.io. So it's kind of the same as what I mentioned, the low content books that you can upload on Amazon. There's no limit to how many songs you can create and upload on these different copyright free music platforms. All right, so the last digital product that you can offer to make a lot of money online is virtual mockups. So this is really popular if you are, let's say, a photographer, and again, interior designer, something where you have to design something for somebody. Maybe you're even an architect. So for example, my husband and I, we had our maternity photo shoot, and we also recently had our newborn photo shoot with our brand new baby boy that was born just over a month ago. And for both of those, our photographer has this program where she can mock up any of the room in our house. And so what she does is she positions the different frames. She has so many different arrangements of the frames. Like she has like 4x4, like triangle style. She has like, 11x8 right next to 5x12. And you can like mix and match and rearrange the different mock-ups on the wall. And so the creator of that mock-up tool is making a lot of money, but you can also create something like this, a virtual mock-up, where you can do this for people and create a mock-up from them and then sell your mock-up to them and offer them your design. So I just gave the example of photography, but this also works for interior home design for any room in the house. I think it's a really, really cool idea and a product that's always going to be in demand. So thanks so much for making it to this part of the video. If you're still here, bravo! Why don't we continue the fun, continue learning and growing together? Check out this video coming up next about 30 websites that can make around $300 a day. Check it out, click right here. I'll see you on that video. No intro, no BS, let's get into it. The first thing that I wanted to mention here is that if you are a full-time established YouTuber with a mission-driven business behind